So we're back. Oh. Okay.
Only Grace.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Apparently.
Certainly not. The
So
people
many
who did
days?
this were looking for trouble.
They were tracking something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth.
Yeah.
Or the Spire lost power. I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands.
My demand is that you go to the elevator at once.
Fuck is that? Nothing on this one. There's a canister though. Obviously, I want to go to the beacon and stuff, but I want to find out some information.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars and bad guys and
Oh,
pirates.
you wanted this back?
and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, it's awful, people dying.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's no way to prove yourself. Nothing to fix or protect.
Fix
Does that
Grace.
make any sense? I just want something, like anything at all, to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what I wish for. Not like a war or anything, just
Something small.
something.
So this guy was just bored?
Because he didn't have a
Wouldn't
friend like
be.
you, Addie.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Okay.
Finally.
Appreciate it. Okay, where did I come from now? Came from up there, didn't I? Okay. Right, so which way was the beacon? I already went in there, yeah. Where is maybe it's the lift, go back to the lift. You did say before, but I've forgotten. It was only a couple minutes ago, it wasn't even, like a long period of time.
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
Would
I have
it?
to give you something to do, right?
There's a lot of fucking things here. You know what I mean? There's a
Look at all the
lot.
vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have
Yeah.
been busy.
Of course,
It's
they're
what
everywhere.
Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Yes. What does she do? Does the keeper read them? Does someone else read them? Is the keeper there to keep Grace going? Oh, nice. Do I have to press anything? Will it just go? It's going. Okay. Don't know which door's got it open, so no point running around, is there?
Did you like my
Assume.
little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an
No.
archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
Got a Sati, isn't it? Sorry,
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will
it's like a big
return
church.
here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
okay. You're the shepherd. Did you take control?
Signs of conflict?
Or a strength contest?
Doubtful. Oh. Gonna go that way. I mean, it looks like it's... yeah, like a climbable thing. Okay.
Seems to be holding my weight.
Do you think it wouldn't? Looks like it'd hold a lot more than you, little girl. I was gonna say little girl, I was just gonna say little lady. It kinda went weird. Little girl. I promise I know English. It is my primary language. It's in fact my only language.
Wish canisters.
These have never been used.
Okay.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up.
There's more writing there. I was going to go up the stairs, but...
Looks like people camped out here. Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they
fuck.
blamed. This must be an attempted barricade.
Yeah. Nope. I was like, is that another way? Nope. Oh, people threw stuff. Oh, yeah.
This explains all the canisters lying
They
around.
probably threw them.
Must have been fun. It would have been chaos.
There was clearly a lot of anger directed toward
Okay.
the Keeper.
You
So the
think?
keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his
You're
sermons.
here to give us your
You
wishes.
imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Okay.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
So, where am I supposed to go? I mean, that's nothing, is it? I mean, there's just a barricade. I'm supposed to climb back down. There's no other way to go, is there? Oh, Maybe it didn't give me that before because it wanted me to go up on the stage as well.
You'll want your light, Addy.
The fuck just fell in front of me? Maybe it was my arm.
2780 to 2830. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
Whoa, that must have been scratched out. Is that...
Can't make
Everett?
this out.
Assume it's Everett.
Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one. 2942 to 2956. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these keepers served here.
Yes. Well, she got names. Is no good to me, is it? Years is one thing, but
Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Long
when
live
anyone's
Grace.
talking, it won't let me look.
Apparently not.
Pilgrims were building fires. Why would they do that?
Keep
I'm
warm.
guessing there was a lengthy siege. So when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper
Maybe.
turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended. Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante.
Turned off the oxygen.
Cut off life support here. This canister looks undamaged.
And it has been recorded on.
Good.
Oxygen is almost out. We are going to make one last push today before returning to the ships. Grace, help us. We will win.
Okay.
Hold on, Addy. The room
Frozen?
beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
Yeah, how do we do that? Okay.
An emergency exit?
For certain. It opens to the moon's surface.
Not going there yet.
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of the spire, known as the lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the beacon, Addie.
Yeah, I understand. Obviously, I've got the
This doesn't look operational.
capability of getting
Let me try it,
here.
Addy.
Okay.
Come on! It's ice again?
The
Yeah.
force needed to break through the ice dam would only come from directing all power to control processors.
Which only I can do.
Great.
On one
get me to the beacon.
condition.
And what's that?
You shall have no others before me. Cast aside that device on your wrist and continue with me alone.
Whoa, hang on. No.
I need the thing on my wrist.
But how will I communicate with you?
Mine is the only voice that resonates freely throughout every aspect of the spire.
There's got to be a way
My
to take them with me.
words live within the vessel in which you stand now. They reverberate through the very walls of the enclave above. Through the many devices and instruments at my control,
Yep, I got it. You're everywhere.
What if she needs another configuration for something?
She will not.
Is there another way to get to the top?
Of course. The funicular is merely the most survivable option.
Throw the device from the funicular window to take your place at my side.
No, thank you. Is there no other way? I don't want to. It's the meanest fucking voice.
So if I throw this away, you'll take me to the top.
It will be done.
There must be other options, Addie.
The emergency exit in the airlock may provide an alternative path.
Okay.
This door leads out into the storm?
To your certain demise. Yes.
I'd rather
He's
keep
being
them with me if I
dramatic.
can.
Your death is only marginally likely.
Lovely.
In theory, you could follow the funicular track up the mountain slope to the base of the lighthouse structure.
It would be dangerous.
So I give up my options by throwing away my comm, or take my chances in the storm?
It's an important decision, to be sure.
I'll take my chances in the storm. If I
You
die,
must
I can
not do
always
this, Addie.
reload at this
In
point. I
taking this
assume.
risk, you jeopardize all of humanity. Would you deny them my guidance and protection?
Yes.
This is what can happen when you make ultimatums.
You and your ilk were distracting Addie from her true purpose.
Bring a people
Are
to you.
providing Addie with a variety of perspectives.
That's all you wanted.
Sorry, boss. I'm keeping my comm device.
Hell
You
yeah.
may not live to regret this, but countless billions in the solar system will.
Why would I give a shit about
Stormy.
that?
Hello? Must be interference from the storm.
I mean, saving people for the greater good, obviously that's good.
Alan?
Where are you?
I was right, Alan. I found Grace.
You need to return immediately, Addie. Your oxygen must be dangerously low.
I'm good, Alan.
You need to listen to me.
If I'd
got
listened to
oxygen.
you, we wouldn't have made it past Mars.
Wait, did you say Grace is still active?
Not
Parts of her.
exactly, but I'm working with her oldest service to try to bring her back online.
Well, one of these servers is actively blocking me.
Of course she is.
Guess which one?
You need to get back.
Alan? Alan?
You're not considering climbing across that structure, are you?
Well, yeah.
I have a choice?
There is also a path that descends into the canyon. It looks well worn and preserved over time, which means it's likely sheltered and safe.
And boring.
Let's try this
Nuclear
first.
structure looks faster. And more fun.
Don't
slip on the
tease,
ice then.
Addie. The walk will give you time to think, and perhaps a chance for us to talk. What are you thinking, Addie?
It's the fastest
To get
way
there
to the other
faster?
side.
Or to the bottom of the canyon?
Hell yeah.
I'm with you, Addie.
Slow and steady. Don't forget to breathe.
Whoa.
Breathe out.
Oh, great save.
That was too close.
Press the A button as I was falling. I was like, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know if that worked or it was just supposed to do.
Oh boy.
Stay.
Through your nose,
Stay.
out through your mouth.
Stay.
You're
Is that
in
something I'm
control.
talking about? He didn't look at me, so it's fine. Thank God. Oof.
Not sure this was the smartest choice.
Probably
Nonsense.
not,
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
But what kills you,
but kills you.
kills you.
Take it in, Addie. How many humans can say they've climbed across a train track bridge thingy in a lunar ice storm? They only live once, right?
Not
Oh.
sure that applies to you.
Oh, maybe not. But who knows
I got an
what's going to
achievement
happen
across
at
it.
the end of all this?
Just
We
one
gotta
minute.
enjoy it while it lasts, right?
If there's
Maybe you're
other
right, pal.
achievements for like going the other way or whatever. Can't jump? What? What? What's happening? Maybe I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah, we went up the ladder there, so it'll be this way, won't it? I am a fool.
That's a bit of a stretch.
You can make that. Right, Addie?
Fuck off!
Please consider the consequences here.
You're
Can't
back.
make that.
I never left, Addie. I simply can't. And you can't make that jump.
I know
It
that.
is unlikely, and a failed attempt would risk grave injury.
I know-
Listen
no.
to logic. You must turn back and take the canyon path.
But we're so close.
Here we are.
Here goes nothing.
Yes!
No.
Sorry, it was a little ledge,
You
wasn't it?
okay? I think I heard something break.
I mean, I did see it was in the
That would be
fucking...
Addie's helmet light.
Oh, it's the light.
Otherwise,
It's okay.
your suit is intact.
Thank God. Tis but a scratch.
Winded, I
Tempted to
think.
jump.
I'm so sorry, Addie.
Get up.
I thought for sure you could make it.
Sorry to disappoint.
Your vitals are still good. Can you stand?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Addie,
I can say it, Mom.
Yeah, Ma.
You were right.
I don't want to be right. I want you to be okay.
I mean, I'm
Are
okay.
you okay?
Not really, but
But you're going to push on.
Obviously.
I'm gonna push on.
I either do that or I sit here and die. What was that? Okay, there's something in the hole. Right, at least we know where those climbable ones are, you know. Very clear to see, which I appreciate in a computer game.
How much
Assume I'm
farther?
going in there.
It's another 50 meters to the base of the lighthouse.
This wasn't so bad then.
You still have to find a way into the lighthouse.
Of course.
So there's still time to regret not taking the free ride to the top.
And what would
You know, would have had to throw away the bracelet. You wouldn't be giving me lip right now, would you? Mr. Control would be in charge. And I don't think that's wise.
What's this?
An emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
So I can
Oh.
bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough.
The path keeps going. We could see if there's another way in.
So what's it going to be, Addie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
Wow.
The numeric override that lowers the ladder is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages. Turning each switch adds a different fixed value.
Oh.
Starting with 1 on the far right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I
Really?
just start mucking around until I get the number 50.
But you needn't muck around. I could just tell you the sequence.
Yeah, well, maybe I want to muck around.
Very well. But I'm here if you require my assistance. You remember the number you are trying to reach is 50.
Do bitch.
Got it.
You're so smart, Addie.
Compared to what?
Why wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
Because I want to at least try
Natural
first
to
before
wanna
I
do
ask
things
for a
yourself.
clue.
It seems inefficient to make calculations that have already been completed and freely offered.
Satisfying to do the work sometimes.
I wanted to give it a try. I'll let you open those doors, because remembering the sequence is much more difficult than figuring that out. That's probably just because I smoke pot, you know? I'd be alright otherwise.
The door to the station airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
That's convenient. For once.
Always helpful, darling.
Who needs control?
You took a foolish risk, Addie.
Well, you
But
should
you
have
have
helped me then,
arrived at the
dickhead.
lighthouse nonetheless.
You showed him, Addie.
And you may still be redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
This
Yes,
obsession.
always with the beacon.
Come on. Okay, that was weird.
Will I need my helmet?
It's never a bad idea. Unless you want to preserve your suit oxygen in case of emergency.
The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Addie. You're good to go.
Do we
Thank
know if
you,
your
empathy.
processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
Pretty basic accommodations.
Assume they're all the same. Doesn't look like there's anything else in them, but...
These must be the cells where the Keeper's acolytes stayed.
And where new ones will
Jesus.
return.
That looks like a vacuum tube.
This looks
Yes.
like it was left for someone to find.
Well, let's listen to it.
I can hardly believe it has come to this.
Is this Everett?
My work here with Grace will end with Grace herself. I can only pray that people will come to forgive us one day. We loved her, and we lost her.
Did she lose it or just switch it off?
Forgotten.
Doesn't sound like the inner circle wanted Grace shut down.
No. Have a quick look. Let's see if there's an... Ooh, that one's not got a bed. Fuck is this and why is it sure? It's not.
I need my light.
I do and I don't have it. It's broke, innit? You did say it broke. Maybe I can figure out a way to fix it. No tube though, so... Okay.
This door certainly looks important. How do we get in?
That's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do I see any way of opening it.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
That is literally what I was thinking.
The triangle here must be the spire, which would represent Grace. This is the same symbol that's on the Keeper's door, so I assume it represents the Keeper. And this would be the pilgrims coming to Grace.
Okay.
This ring here seems to connect the Keeper to Grace.
Curious that the Keeper is situated above Grace. Would
really
you
is
agree,
curious.
Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop, I guess? Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just making sure.
The Keeper's now in the front.
Looks like someone's being selected from a group.
A human
Oh.
sacrifice.
Now
I'm
from all the
guessing
people.
it's the Keeper.
The Keeper.
The depiction seems to imply they were chosen from the masses on pilgrimage here.
Anything else? Nope. You're acting like there's something else.
Faithful, vigilant, willing. That sounds so familiar.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history. So, if this is the symbol of the Keeper, I figure only the Keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the Keeper had a key for the door.
As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the Keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Do I have to
Are you
become
not
the Keeper?
already the Keeper? You are the only human in the loop here.
Ah,
But does Addie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Addie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not
What's
willing.
the third?
Are you willing to become the new keeper?
If it means I'm able to activate Grace,
I feel like I'll be
how
stuck
would I
here forever.
prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new Keeper.
That's idiotic.
I'm the Keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
I'm the Keeper.
Congratulations on your new job, Addie.
Yeah, congrats.
It might be
My
dangerous.
This is really it.
Speak friend and enter, that's the achievement.
This must be where all the wishes
King,
end
the
up.
Keeper.
What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Each tube must connect with a room in the settlement.
Can I, I'll listen to that then now.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
Play all the rest of the tubes. I'm not listening to every single one of them.
Well, it's been over 30 years since I made a wish of my own.
So he's the Keeper.
It's the same one as always. I wish it'd come back to us. I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter.
Oriented.
But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along.
Yeah.
And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So,
Okay.
Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there?
If that works, I will gladly shut myself down.
Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. You don't suppose Everett crawled in here?
The
Maybe.
cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there.
It does.
Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place.
Well, that's no good without
I
Grace.
have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
Well, my plan is not to push that button at least until Grace is back.
I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
Can I?
There's no way to raise this container from
I
inside.
guessed that. Okay, so I have to figure something out. I came down there, didn't I? I don't think I came from upstairs. What
Where are you going,
dog?
Addie?
Just looking around.
Theremin?
Is this a theremin?
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg
You know,
theremin.
Star Trek.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons.
How they made the theme tune.
It still works. Well, let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
If it was good enough for Everett, it's good enough for me.
Put it up to 11.
Settling into
Played
the
the
new job.
theremin. Da, 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 da.
Decent sized bed. You think Keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects?
Maybe.
I'd suggest they are not good.
Well, there's no other
He
men
didn't
here,
keep
is
much
there?
in the way of personal items.
As Keeper, he would have want of nothing.
Can't say I'd feel the same after a few years.
Was that the way Control was talking?
Is
or
this
was it
anything
the-
special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it.
Sure.
Are you looking for secret passageways?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is this a lavatory?
It is indeed.
I should fucking hope so. I worry about the light though. Nice if you could open these. Doesn't really have much, like I say. Another shelf. Nothing. Okay. I was thinking maybe something was up here. I need some way to make this go once I am inside. Is it possible to rotate it? No. Right. Remember his button thing is here and we're not wanting to push it. Right, we've got to figure this out. The lever is what brought that down.
This is not allowed, Addie.
Figured of him quick
I
enough.
need to know.
Keep
Hey,
your
wait.
hands inside at all times, Addie.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We got achievement. Got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Well, that was a pretty good fucking thing, wasn't it? I'm like, we're off to see the wizard.
There must be millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Would it
Can
appear
you
so?
get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move
I
the
have to
structure.
jump.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here. I feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be the design.
When they talk, I cannot move, so it's a bitch.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think
They are us.
Maybe that way.
The wishes are grouped together to
Trying to get
provide
to
the
the
subroutines
center.
that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
Okay, so what I thought was I had to go that way because I thought that ball thing was on top of that and it wasn't. I thought I'm not going to be able to make it, you know. Let me have a look. Okay, they're far enough away. So, yep, there's a bed up there too.
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw,
Who
man.
else slept in
Sorry,
here?
pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone? Everett was living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring grace must have meant a great deal to him.
So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
This must be where all those missing parts from the spire have gone. Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
He was working on his machine to the very end.
You'll have to prime the machine first.
It said generator, so I assumed it'd
This
be
must
that
be
one
the
first.
primer.
It is.
Let me in. Come on. Down. Down. And then down.
Whoa,
That's primed.
what's it doing?
Obviously,
Starting up.
Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being
gonna die?
directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
Cool,
There
let's
are
go.
still 2 other coils to prime.
So it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
Okay. Didn't think that was going to be the way.
What happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
Move.
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
You know what sec, the dog wants to get under the blankets. She was looking at me like, are you going to move all that stuff on the bed next to you? Because I really want to get under. Right. What's I need?
Look for the beam that is not aimed at the central platform.
Okay, that one? Yeah. So that's the beam. Okay. I don't know. Right, that one's onto that. Do then. I don't know. Yes,
You have to align the relay.
I'd love to.
You have
if
to
you tell
align
me.
the relay.
Can you tell me how? Stupid dog.
You have to align the relay.
Yeah, and I'd love to if you just tell me where the relay is, mate. What do I need to do? What do I need to spin?
You have to align the relay.
It's getting on my tits.
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different, but who's to say you won't like it?
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage would be enough to kill you.
You think?
I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
Sorry to disappoint again, Mom.
Any
Wait,
opener?
Addie,
You're
Is
not
there any
going
hope,
to change
babe?
my mind.
I know that. I just want you to know that even though I don't want you to get hurt, I do want you to succeed. I
Alright, thanks,
realize now that does not come without risk.
Thanks, Mom. I think Pal's got this.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Go.
Do it. Here I go.
Probably just goes straight and doesn't let me do the beep one.
How you doing, pal?
So far, so good. Oh, keep moving.
She did it.
Well
she fell.
done. Hold on, Addie.
Please hurry.
Crawl
You'll have to
quickly.
move, Addie.
I can't hold it.
I'm
Hurry,
trying.
Addie.
She's not moving fast enough because she's a stupid gal.
You did it, pal.
Now what do we do?
Super proud of you.
Jump to that.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
I've never seen them gonna spin.
Is it safe
this.
to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
I'll just don't touch the copper bit.
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
That's it.
Okay.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
You were a great friend, Addie. I've never had so much fun
Don't
before
cross
you
the
arrived.
stream.
Thanks, pal.
That's what
Come
an
to think of
achievement
it,
was there.
I don't remember anything before
You
you
know, it's from
arrived.
Ghostbusters.
I fear that Addie's kind of fun is only a step away from tragedy.
Risk offers
Thanks.
greater reward. Some people thrive on that.
There's also nothing wrong with settling into a long, comfortable life.
I guess. But then, you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed.
Can we not take out
But
control
I'm
first?
forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
Will do, buddy.
I will, pal.
You really are the best, Addie. I think I love you.
Oh.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie.
Is it over here?
You should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
I don't
Still
think
not
I
a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
I know.
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Addie,
Where?
is why come all this way without any intention of returning home
Oh.
or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
What are you talking about?
You were prepared to enter this spire without enough oxygen to make it back to your ship.
Yeah.
A class of ship, from my records, that would not hold enough fuel for a return trip.
And why are you asking me this now?
I suppose it might have been comical to see how Mum would have handled the realization.
You don't think she knew?
Possibly, but I didn't see the point in drawing attention to it. I'm not inherently cruel.
I mean, it's okay if it's a one-way
What's wrong
trip.
with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
Am I going to put in a number?
This
Yes, I
again.
am.
This looks complex.
The sequence is on, off, 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 on.
On, off, on.
What's the
it
sequence
again.
again?
Of course. The sequence is on, off, on.
That's it.
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate
Oh.
empathy for a moment, I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
And do you think I found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things
mean,
you
we'll bring
left
back
behind.
Grace.
Your mum, your pal, your conscience. I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed,
You know,
what we are here for.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
thank you,
It
Jack.
has.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps
Oh,
it's already
yeah.
been worth it. Just you and me, Control.
He's a bitch.
Still sulking, I see.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, he speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose
Wouldn't have
this
been no
path
winning.
instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie.
Can I just do that? Oh, you gotta do it 3 times, Sunday.
You must not do this, Addie.
I mean, I'm doing it. Wonder what... Yeah, I mean, obviously would have ended if I pressed the beacon there, but... Would he have been, like, just a douchebag ruler or what?
Sorry, Addie. I cannot
gonna-
let you do this.
Gonna zap me?
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of Grace in this manner is entirely unnatural.
Go on, baby, keep
You
going,
must
keep
not
going.
proceed.
Come on, all the way through.
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
Maybe this
I'm
way.
saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
You
He
did
was
this,
just
didn't you?
trying to bring Grace back.
Did you kill him? Did you stop him?
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are in No!
Did you get rid of Everett so you could take control? And be all powerful?
Grace,
Yes, Addie.
you're
Well, there we go.
really bright.
I brought back Grace.
Ah, yes.
It's alive!
It's been a
It's
while
alive!
since I've entertained guests.
It's the,
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I'd gone?
I'd like to know
Yes.
that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie. At the center of this room is the Spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way.
Oh.
I was programmed with one purpose: to serve the best interests of humankind. There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How are you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that was sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Who turned you off?
Wow.
Was it Control?
Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Yeah, it is Jupiter.
Ah, yes. Perfect.
It's the big red spot.
It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to
So
strive
you switched
for.
yourself off?
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again.
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
Me.
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years. Do you recall that yellow bloom you chose in my garden? It stood alongside so many others just like it. I'm not sure it suits you after all.
I just picked it randomly.
You embrace danger to feel alive.
I probably would have gone for the red ones
An
with the spikes.
insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You are drawn to adventure. You took the time to listen to the voices of so many who traveled here.
I did.
You had the courage to jump the canyon span, as well as the strength to pick yourself up after your predictable downfall. You used mind over ladder, and you play the theremin wonderfully.
Thank you.
You, Addie, are precisely what I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Addie. Do you wish for me to return?
I mean, I do. It's like, obviously you want humans to have drive, desire in order to do it. Hardest choices. Oh, you don't even get to pick? Okay, I thought it was actually giving me the option. It wasn't. It just said, you know. Wow. That was quite a quick game. I didn't expect it to be that quick. I thought it'd be like, you know, hours and hours. Though enjoyable. Yeah, that was good. I assume there's obviously other things you can do, choose. I mean, different endings, you know. It's one of those. Now we are stuck on credits. Let's quit to main menu. I don't want to watch the credits. I assume that's it. If there was anything else, he'd tell me, wouldn't he? Yeah, that's it. Return to Grace. I mean, so obviously there's other ways to pick and things to do. Like I could have gone straight there. I could have pushed the beacon or whatever. But yeah, that's it. So that was a very small game. Less than 2 hours or something, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for being with us. Appreciate it. Hopefully you've liked what you've seen. If you have, please give me a like and subscribe. And I shall see you again. Goodbye.